Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading, Ace of Wands. Feel like maybe you're dealing with trying a new passionate beginning with a possible earth sign, water sign. It has to do with the home life. But I'm just reading as they fell out. But this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, full Celtic cross. Looking for new energies and hopefully positive energies for Sagittarius. Let's see what the income energy is and realize this may not resonate with all Sagittarius individuals. Like I said, I look for a positive reading, but I also go for an honest one. The Hermit. Some of you may have went within. A lot of you may be staying to yourselves or very much in deep thought about something. You know, you're concentrating on something. Ace of Pentacles. I do see that where a new beginning type situation was coming in, and maybe you're trying to go for a new stable beginning. Maybe someone's going to offer this to you. Maybe you're going to offer it to somebody else. What's crossing it? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups can be a water sign. It could be it's also maybe you're thinking it's not going to come in. Maybe you're wanting something more on the emotional level also. What is crowning you, or your goal, the Empress in reverse. You feel like growth isn't coming in enough. For a few of you, you may be trying to conceive, but just a few of you. Foundation, the Four of Cups. You're tired of being offered things that you don't like, and maybe you're just bored or trying to come out of boredom. Because that's the Four of Cups in reverse. It's like, for some of you, you may not like what is being offered to you. For others, that you're trying to come out of a stagnant situation. In the past, the Knight of Swords in reverse. I do see a lot of knights here. So someone got a lot of water and air in their chart, or it could be just the energy in itself. In the past, the Knight of Swords is in reverse. They have no filter. Anyone can take this energy. You could take on this energy. Anybody else can be male or female. But realize that the Knight of Swords in general is usually when they usually go forward pretty quickly, but when they're in reverse, they go forward pretty quickly, but they don't say please and thank you. They just kind of, push things out of their way. It's just their nature, or maybe they're just not feeling well also. Sometimes when a card is in reverse, a person is not feeling like themselves just in general. Wheel of Fortune, very near future. You're going to feel like you're having nothing but bad luck. You're going for your Ace of Pentacles, your new beginning, but you feel like you're hitting against brick walls, like you're running into something that's always trying to stop you into doing what you're wanting to do. Possible future outcome and advice from the universe is the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, the Two of Cups in reverse could mean that you may be dealing with this partnership person or love situation, or that it could be saying, don't jump into anything with a partnership also. It could be that. I will clarify this and also be giving a love reading at the end, because I don't know if it's partnerships in the emotional nature, which I know it's emotional, but it could be lovers, but I don't know for sure until I clarify. Outside environment, what is coming towards you is the Nine of Wands. Someone's not putting a lot of effort into you. You feel like they're not putting a lot of work towards you. Your hopes and fears, you want the Three of Pentacles. You're wanting collaboration. You're wanting to work things in a situation where you want it to be, where everybody's getting along. But in the end, it looks like you do have a little bit of a strife with someone that is the Knight of Swords energy. Like I said, it could be a partnership or whatever. Let me see what I can come up with also, to where maybe you can avoid a situation. Sometimes you can avoid bad luck, you just watch who's coming towards you. You're wanting a new beginning. You're wanting a new stable beginning. Maybe someone's offering you this, or you're offering this to somebody else. But the Knight of Cups, there's an emotional situation going on at the same time. So I need 2 cards, please, for that, for Sagittarius with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. 2 cards, please. You get the work. You're willing to put the work in and regain balance with your emotions, or someone who is emotional, or a situation that has left someone with the emotions. It also could be with the Knight of Cups, you're wanting something that is in a positive way You're wanting something good that is offered to you. You know, something that is, you know, makes your heart glad in some way. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but that's what it is. And you're willing to work for this new beginning and regaining balance. What's crowning you, the goal, is the Empress in reverse. You feel like there's no growth. You feel like everything is stagnant, but it doesn't have to be. You want to come out of stagnation. I see that. But, or wanted to come out of being bored or not, you know, not enjoying life. So the Empress in reverse, I need 2 cards, please, for Sagittarius. Yeah, you want to come out of taking a break. You know, there's no growth. It's a Knight of Wands. With chaotic situations, you just want to come out of the stagnation is what I'm seeing. And also for some of you, just a few of you, may want to come out of taking a break with someone who is non-committal. Maybe you're wanting to talk with them again, regain balance with them in some way. Foundation, the 4 of Cups in reverse. I need 2 cards for Sagittarius for the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think some of you may want to unblock somebody, or you may unblock somebody. You're looking forward for them to come in, or they're looking forward to you coming in. But for a lot of you, I see you trying to offer this to somebody. Not all of you, so if it doesn't resonate, it's not for all of you. But you may be offering somebody something, but I'm willing to work really hard towards it. Could be the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords, like I said, has no filter. So the Knight of Swords in reverse, I need 2 cards, please. And also, I got to mention that Knight of Wands can be you. There's someone that you had an ending with that had the Swords energy of a happy home. At one time was a happy home. But you yourself are trying to break free of the stagnation. You're willing to work towards wherever you're working towards. You feel like in the very near future, though, you're hitting up against brick walls. It doesn't mean that you are. It's just that life in general right now is kind of slow for a lot of people. So the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I need 2 cards, please. It doesn't mean it won't ever change. It just means right now you're hitting a lot of, you know, like I said, brick walls. So the Wheel of Fortune, I need 2 cards, please. Little give and take. It's going to take a little give and take for your fortune to change. And do not argue and bicker and fight with anybody. I don't see that you will, but I see that you're trying not to with the 5 of Swords in reverse. You're trying to stay back with it, and you're willing to do a little give and take to change your situation around. But you are dealing with somebody you had an ending with in the past that had to do with your home life, you know. Now, possible future outcome and advice from the universe is a 2 of Cups, and that is a partnership of some sort, like I said, or a lover, or, you know, husband, wife, you know. So 2 cards, please, for the 2 of Cups in reverse. What I'm feeling, I'm going to be honest with you, that's a Knight of Cups in reverse. King of Wands. Yeah, you're having a bit of an outing in an out situation, being on the outs with somebody. Because I see you here as the King of Wands, not being very happy with the King of Cups with an over-emotional situation. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, Sagittarius, you're putting all your effort towards somebody that's not really putting their effort towards you, okay? Because I see it outside coming towards you as a 9 of Wands. They're not even thinking about working towards you. Even though I see this is for Sagittarius that are wanting to work with somebody and they're just putting them off. And, you know, sometimes this could be flipped where the person you're dealing with is going through this. But I see this as Sagittarius is putting in a lot of effort towards somebody that is just not thinking it's for them. You know, that they want to do it. They're not doing a lot of giving and taking. Even though I do see Sagittarius offering this to somebody, saying, I'm trying to work with you. But this 9 of Wands energy is someone that's just not putting in the effort. So 9 of Wands in reverse. I need 2 cards. Why is that? Why aren't they putting in the effort? Yeah, they're not putting in the effort. Ace of Wands, the Hermit. They don't want to be tied down, more or less. They don't want to be thinking about it. They don't want to be thinking about whatever you're going through, like I said, whether partnerships or relationships. I see Sagittarius putting all the effort in here, you know. So the Three of Pentacles in the upright. I need 2 cards, please, for Sagittarius. And I will give a love reading, but right now I'm seeing this. This could be your, like, just home life in general. Yeah, Page of Wands. Someone's very non-committal. They're not going to give your happily ever after, even though you're willing to work on it. In the end, you got the Five of Wands. There may be some strife in there, maybe some arguments. So the Five of Wands in the upright. I need 2 cards, please, for Sagittarius. 2 cards, please. You're trying to come out, maybe you don't have enough money. Queen of Swords. Someone, you're going to get in an argument with somebody, or they're going to get in an argument with you because someone is feeling abandoned. A Queen of Swords may be feeling abandoned. And a Queen of Swords is a truth seeker and someone that speaks their truth often. They rule well and they always give good advice. It also could be that you need to approach this person, the Queen of Swords, for advice over not having enough, having arguments of not having enough. So be careful of arguments. I see you avoiding it. You're willing to do a little give and take, but it's like everybody around you is not working with you. It's like, you know, like I said, you're hitting on, yeah, you're not going to gain a victory with this person, if that's what you're wanting to know. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. They like the lovey-dovey stories, and sometimes you get them, and sometimes you don't. In this case, I see Sagittarius putting just way too much effort in someone that's not wanting to put it in with them, you know. Let me give you a love reading. I hate these readings like this because people always get upset because they watch readers that are hired in on YouTube to just tell you what you want to hear, okay? They're not real. If someone's telling you that, you know, good things happen every week, you just know it's not happening, you know? I'm just being honest with you. I see it all the time and it frustrates me. But I mean, sometimes I get really good readings like that, but they're not often. They're kind of like in between. But this one, this person, I hate to say it, they suck. I'm sorry, but they do. So I need 3 cards for the love reading. Actually, let me do the angel romance first. This angel romance, sun, moon, and rising. I need 3 cards, please. Something about love for Sagittarius. We really need to know about love and not this stuff here. I'll pick 3 cards from the angel answers. That it gets like that. Sagittarius, you don't have to deal with somebody that's not going to work towards you. That's what it's saying. Okay? Unless you want to. It's up to you. You know, you got free will. You can do whatever you want, but person's kind of disrespecting you a little. So I need 3 cards from the 8th house tarot for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. 3 cards, please. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising from the 8th house tarot. I need more information about love. We'll see what's going on. Pick a card, pick a pile if you want, but I bring them all together anyway, right? Just the way I read. Love yourself first. We already know that. You got to love yourself first. You're putting way too much effort in somebody that doesn't love you as much as that they should. A year from now, this whole situation will change up in your love life as long as you start loving yourself first, okay? The Hermit. That's the Hermit again. You're going within. I'm seeing this Hermit card all over the place. Love yourself first. Ponder what you need to do. Go within to find out what's going on, where you need to love yourself first at. You need to meditate. You need to re-strengthen yourself again. You need to recover from whatever someone did to you. You need to convince yourself that you are lovable, that you are worth loving. And a year from now, your love situation will change. People here, you're dealing with deceptions. You're dealing with, yeah, you're right. Your intuition is right. If that was what you're thinking about, yes, this person did deceive you. The Nine of Earth, they want more independence. They're wanting just money from you or something, okay? You will, and I have the feeling this has to do with the first pile, but you're going to go off on vacation. You're going to go somewhere. You got to. You got to love yourself first and go on vacation like a honeymoon thing, because I feel like you will eventually meet someone like that. Take action if you do, and you will transform your situation. You will end one situation that's kind of painful for you, and you're going to start something else, something totally new. So by a year from now, I have a feeling, and I know it sounds like a long time, but it really isn't. You're going to meet somebody that is worth having your time about a year from now. You may feel like if things are stagnant. You may feel like you put a lot of work into someone that was really deceptive towards you, and they were, absolutely. Because they were wanting just finances, or they were just wanting their independence. They weren't wanting to commit. But when you go from a year from now, I'm thinking some of you will be going on a trip. You may actually meet somebody. I'm feeling that. And if you take action and go for this person that you will be meeting, you'll be a lot more happier. You'll be able to put away things that did not work and transform your life into something beautiful, something new, a regrowth in your life that is supposed to be there for you. Okay, Sagittarius? For some of you, it could be like a water sign of Scorpio, but others are dealing with Virgos. I see it all over the place. It's all the signs. But what I'm seeing is you're putting in the work for someone that's not willing to put the work in for you. But it's up to you if you want to keep on trying with this person. But I see once you start loving your first and go within and fix yourself, and more or less whatever happened, so you can regain confidence. Because someone really deceived you. They really made you feel worthless in some ways, but that's not true. You will meet somebody if you go out of town, if you go on a little spa type thing, and you will actually meet someone, and you'll feel like that person's in the past now. Okay? This is your reading. I'm going to let this go. It's a hard read, I know. I hate hard reads like that, because like I said, always you got people out there that are hired into YouTube to just give, cookies and cream type readings, and sometimes, like I said, I get those too, but not as often as I would like. And really, when you have the cards read to you, are you having cookies and cream moments every week? Are you having rainbows and gumdrops every week? No. You're looking for that, so you like to hear the readings that say that, but now you need to know this so you can get through this, so you can meet the person you're supposed to meet. Tarot is here to help, not to hinder. It tells us what path we are on and what we can do to change it possibly. It's up to you. How I would change this? I wouldn't give any more effort to this past person or this, ex of yours, okay? I wouldn't put no effort into that. I'm starting to preach. I'm going to let that go. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.